Alright. What the fuck? Shit's all fucked up. Alright, at least I'm fucking live. Jesus Christ. What a fucking piece of shit. Fucking around with Streamlabs since like my account got outdated or some shit. It's like the wrong fucking settings. I had to log out of Streamlabs to log in to my account with the stream key to make this fucking work. Ugh, how stupid. Now I have to figure out a way to like decouple my YouTube account from my Streamlabs OBS account, I guess, to stream on this account. I don't even know. Ugh, what the fuck? One sec, just dealing with some more shit. And then, as long as this is live and good, and you guys can hear me. Yeah, let me know if you can hear me well. Yeah, it's easy, Mike, when you're solo in the chat. uh, but yeah, can you guys hear me? Okay, audio's all good. Good. I'm probably not even doing shit else during this. I guess maybe if I look at my Streamlabs, I can fucking share shit. Friggin' Kate. Um, yeah. So yeah, I had no plan for this fucking stream. I was just like looking through shit. I'm like, I guess I could talk about some fucking crap. Blaze texting me to play XCOM. I think I'm just gonna like go through my friggin' Twitter bookmarks, and that'll let me know what I'm supposed to be talking about. See, the Obamas are gay. Michelle Obama's a man. Some racist shit. Hot chicks. More racist shit. More hot chicks. Ron Burgundy. There's something in here that was important. Oh yeah, this was killing me. Fuck, man. I wish I had this more set up so that I could actually share a bunch of shit out. Oh yeah, what's up, Phil? Just battling StreamYard's OBS to the death. Here, let's see if I can. I know I can at least add a fucking image on top of this overlay. Yeah, not that. Should have also grabbed a mouse for this. I'll do that in a minute. Yeah, I might need to like connect this fucking phone. This goddamn laptop to even do shit. See, this what you get when you're cheap. You get all your shit not working. Because Streamlabs Studio and StreamYards make it like super easy and dumb. Meanwhile, now I'm like fucking with all my fucking shit. Yeah, I don't even know what like half of this is. Fuck. A pain in the H. Yeah, shout me out a topic while I fucking fuck with these settings and shit. Cause I totally blanked on what the fuck I was supposed to even be talking about. Well, here I got one. We could be talking about the gay ops, the battle of the gayer gay ops. Fucking yeah, we've gotten to the point now in CG where people are like counter gay opping each other. Like so like Frog Tony or someone made an account that's like Throat Goat, it's like Throat Goat War Campaign. Like it's stupid because anyone like the thing they were trying to get Richard Embry on was that he was talking to War Campaign. But everyone who is War Campaign would know if that were a War Campaign guy, like the Throat Goat War Campaign dude. So if he was talking to them, then he would already be able to quickly verify like that's not a War Campaign account. And if he wasn't talking to them, he wouldn't talk to the account. So it's just like the most ill-conceived dumb shit ugh, from fucking the usual suspects. But yeah, that was probably Frog Tony. And then they tried to, I guess, like roll it back or something today by being like, "Oh, look, I'm watching the stream where Frog Tony's on the stream. How could I be Frog Tony and I'm the Throat Goat account?" And the voice is just clearly Johnny Scab, which it's like, well, he gave you the account keys or fucking it was just you the whole time, which I don't know which one's gay, you know? It's like if it was just you, then you just suck more. You know? Like you're already some weird cross-dressing hand puppet guy from fucking England that made John Malin the most popular gay comic creator in England or whatever the fuck you did. Like why is that somehow an own? I don't know. It's so crazy to me. There's so many people in CG that are just fucking insane. But anyway, so I think that's what Raptor's gonna talk about. It's just that Frog Tony's a retard, which I don't think really needs much reiterating. I forget what the hell I was gonna talk about though, which is more important. This stream's more important than Raptor's stream. And I also forgot what fucking image I was trying to grab from here. Yeah, fuck. Alright, with OBS you really gotta prepare these streams because every single thing I've done so far is not fucking working. Um, aside from my audio, apparently. Because fucking this shit. Yeah, I'm not even like in the right window. Jesus Christ. uh, yeah, I had to freaking log out of my actual YouTube account on Streamlabs to get to this fucking account, or to get the stream to actually work, which is fucking crazy. And now I'm just fucking around with the settings here. Oh, there we go. Just overlay this entire thing. Great. Here's a Jeremy Thavenot quick Spider-Man. He said this is the worst thing he ever drew. We'll get the Prodigal Stunner out of here. This is the worst thing that Jeremy Favenot ever drew. Still better than like the majority of people in this space. Uh, let's see what's been happening today? The last thing that I remember was just that Kayla was like, "Man, it's fucking ridiculous that people are trying to sell $15 fucking digital comics." And then I just posted Basilis's ass trying to sell a $30 one. So fucking hilarious. Let's see what's going on with chat. Oh, this did change. All right, cool. Uh, yeah, James Early. Yeah, we're all war campaign. That's like the hilarious thing. They, the people that were calling me war campaign as like an insult, um, fucking when I like didn't even chill with any of these people at the time, like they're all making alt accounts to like fake that they're war campaign to try and gay off them. Like, and they're like, "You're war campaign." Like, do you even know why that would be like a bad thing? Like, do you even know what the reputation is actually? Like, they all think it's just like dick pics or something when it's like TJ's the only one there sent a dick pic. Which I'm not trying to like bag on TJ or whatever. It's just like the insults and the grouping together of people and that retarded shit. It's so obvious. It's like so like I just had made a post that was like, some lady who's that's like she's in New York immigration court and she gets out and she has like her papers or something. And then the next picture is some guy who's like supposedly an ICE agent taking her out of the courtroom. Probably like not even an immigrant, probably not even a fucking ICE agent, like probably all staged. Like the whole thing is just fucking propaganda bullshit. And that's like what CG is. It's like if you fall for it at this point, it's like on you. You're just a fucking retard. You know, like there's no ifs, ands, or buts or any way of getting around it. Like you just suck. Uh, yeah, yeah. I had a good time last night. I went out, fucking chilled with eBay Canales was in town. So I went and chilled with him and Phil and Fowler. Grabbed a Balls poster from Fowler, which was sick. But yeah, fucking and saw a shit ton of like art at like Phil's place and shit. And eBay did like a people cover, which is really fucking cool. He actually had two covers really quick. It's always cool watching someone like work on shit and how they do like all the little techniques and touch ups of everything. So that was cool. But yeah, man, CG's a fucking mess. Peter Gilmore. I don't even like really know anything about Peter Gilmore. That's like the craziest part. I got right when I got in, I got the Super Dead cover, the mail-in cover, and I mostly just got it for the mail-in cover, which it's like, it's a whatever cover, but I was like, "Oh, the coach," or whatever. I didn't know Malin was a giant pussy. I shouldn't even say it. Honestly, of all the guys everyone hates. Maybe it's just because Malin's being like quiet and shit. But Malin seems to like not really be engaging as much. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I don't even watch any fucking CG streams anymore, so I don't even know if he's talking mad shit. But at least with the shit that I normally see, which is people yelling at me about fucking Zaid comics and shit. Is fucking like he kind of backed off of all of that because he realized he was like completely wrong and no one was talking shit about his wife. So I don't really have like a massive beef with Malin. Oh yeah, how'd I start this? Yeah, so anyway, I got super dead because of that cover back when I didn't know all the Rob Casey stuff and just who Malin kind of is actually as a person versus his online persona. Because that's the other thing with all these guys. It's like who they actually are is very different than their online persona. Um, if you watch them when they started streaming, that's actually their real persona. It's not what they are now. Like Shane isn't who he is now. Malin isn't who he is now. Ethan isn't who he is now. If you watch them when they started streaming, that's who they actually are. Ethan's all lispy and shit, and like quiet, soft-spoken artist guy. Malin is super quiet, doesn't do his edgy humor and his bravado. Shane is same thing, really quiet, doesn't have the bravado, and now he's like doing this Tiger King character or whatever the fuck. So they're just like characters, You can't even. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, Peter Gilmore blocked me. His art sucked and fucking super dead. Uh, yeah, just really low quality. But I will say he is one of the people that has gotten better over the years. Like I've seen shit by him that I'm still like, I wouldn't buy that, but it's like way better than you used to be. So all power to him getting better as an artist. But yeah, he's the simple simp for Mandy's. He blocked me, and I've never had a single interaction with the guy. I assume on Mandy's behalf. Um, sorry, that was a long way to go. Just say Peter Gilmore's gay. Um, let's see, Matt Barr talking to Mr. Presti. Yeah, yeah, dude, I don't know. Fucking, Matt'll go on the warpath with shit. Um, it seems like they're still on pretty good terms. I know Lepresti, like Aaron came on 80s Made when Matt and I were co-hosting on that, maybe like once or twice. I think Shelly came on once too. I think I offended her. But yeah, she's like just doing her normal. It's the normal shit they do. They fucking someone talks mad shit and then they get a response to it and then they say it's over the line, but they feel like they should be able to just talk mad shit. And Matt wasn't really saying that about Shelly. He was saying that about Ethan and basically saying like the company you keep is kind of like who you are in a way, or a reflection of who you are. And the fact that Aaron and Shelly sweep so much for Ethan when he does all this fucking drama and blood sports and bullshit is fucked up, basically. And that he feels like he's justified to make jokes about Ethan's family because Ethan's made jokes about his family and his health and all this shit. And yeah, I don't know. Like he's not wrong, you know. It's just like, do you really want to roll around in the mud with these guys? You're rolling around in the mud with some dude that's covered in shit, so no one's gonna come out clean and looking good from the whole thing. Um, Shelly, kind of the same thing. She'll come in, she'll get really offended about something and kind of say some like shit and act all tough. And then if you like go back at her, she kind of throws like her health stuff at you and all this other stuff um, as a like smoke screen, which is super lame. But yeah, I don't really have anything against the little Presties. Like, I just think Shelly's kind of dumb and stuck up. And then Aaron is like just chill and the man, kind of, but also like he's super opportunistic. That's probably, yeah, that's what I guess I should talk about the most during this stream. It's just opportunism. That's like what's been going on recently is total opportunism. You know, everyone that's saying that they're the bigger man and they think it's dumb to stick up for fucking people that you know and your friends and fucking have moral standards and judge people based upon their actions that they continue to do over and over again. At this point, they're not even actions, they're like a habit or a modus operandi, like that's their mode of operating. um yeah, apparently having any discernment in those categories of loyalty, speaking up for what's right, uh, anything like that. Apparently that's actually like dumb behavior, and you should just only be aware of what's going on with you, and you should only treat people how they treat you, even if they're treating the guy next to you like a piece of shit. You know, which I feel like obviously what I'm talking about is Sontag, and him getting on the Kings, and I'm not like super mad at Joe. I was in his fucking chat for the Spawn shit, right after that, and like I don't feel like there's some big need for me to like call him out or something, or say some shit, or send him like a DM or some shit. It's just like, dude, come on. It's fucking lame. Like, you know a little bit about what's going on, no matter how much you want to fucking say, oh, I just stick to my own lane, I keep to my own business. It's like, okay, well, so you're burying your head in the sand, and then when an opportunity's there that you think's better, which is essentially becoming a king and getting ingratiated with that and getting that audience for his second launch because his book's launching. It's like, oh, but it's fine to go and do that. Like, well, you know that the Kings is a viable audience thing. How do you know that? You weren't just sticking to your own lane? I don't know. It's so stupid. I'm gonna sound retarded talking about this because I want to like defend Joe at the same time as I want to be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Um, I guess I'd just say look at like someone like Liam and what happened to him. And I know Liam's like a total idiot and mentally ill and shit, so like Ethan can manipulate him much more easily. But yeah, that's all he's doing with you, Joe, as far as getting you on the Kings and et cetera, et cetera. I mean, he already made a fucking comment on a live stream about that. I guess you had retweeted something that had the hashtag blame Phil Diaz in the fucking tweet, or you had tweeted it out. And so he was like, "Oh yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure out what that is with Joe. Like, if he's one of these blame Phil Diaz guys or some shit." It's like, and then it's also like, how do you not know what's going on if you retweet some shit that had blame Phil Diaz in it or something? But yeah, he's just trying to be like the neutral guy and above it all, and focus on getting as many people to back his second campaign as possible because he's got to keep that shit rolling and alive if he's going to keep doing Reaper Destroyer stuff. And I guess he thinks that the way to do that is to get that King's audience. And Ethan's more than happy to use him as a valuable like piece on the board, you know. And Joe's a likable guy and shit, but that's kind of what it is. Kind of when Ethan did the same thing with Bancroft. He did the same thing with Liam and the same thing with Bancroft, but Liam's like totally mentally ill, so of course he was gonna spin out without Ethan even needing to do anything. But that's why like Bancroft. That's why I told Liam not to do that, and then look where he is at now. Totally spun out. And then that's what he tried doing with Bancroft was to bring him in as a piece on the board during all the like going at the Dungeoneers and going at Phil and all these people and going at Reenie and Narwhal and Vaughn and all these folks. It's like he tried getting Bancroft to come over as like a win to like shore up. Well, Red, I don't know if I can even add you as a co-host because I'm using Streamlabs and I did not prepare for this at fucking all. But I will look and see if I can add a guest to this while I'm talking about all this shit and try not to get too derailed. Yeah, I don't even know if I can do this just because I'm not even like logged into my Streamlabs account because it wouldn't let me log in to YouTube if I were in my Streamlabs account that's connected to my YouTube, but it also wouldn't let me disconnect my Streamlabs account, which is really weird. Here, let's see if I can get this going. So I gotta guess a name. Yeah, let me Google this really quick. I'm a hacker genius. I'm not, dude. I am fucking a mid-level IT guy that hates IT. Okay, I can add one guest for free. So it's gonna be you, Red. So you have to hold tight while I figure out how the fuck to do this. Yeah, sweet. Fucking but anyway, what I was saying with Joe is like okay, I can generate a guest link from this. I guess. Here. Collab cam. What the fuck? Alright, add collab cam as a fucking what the fuck? Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work. If it just had a fucking actual great, now I'm on here. Move that off to the side. Fucking yeah, if it just had an actual fucking thing where like in the collab cam StreamYards mode, it should have a webcam set up for the collaborator already, right? But yeah, this isn't, it just has the frame. It doesn't actually have the webcam within the frame, so I have to add a source. But then the sources, I don't have a guest or a guest link. Maybe it's because I'm not logged in. I wonder if I log in right now, if it'll kick me off of this stream. Huh. The best time is to figure it out live, right? Anyway, I'll keep looking into this, but fucking yeah, freaking I don't know. I just feel like yeah, that shit's super opportunistic and it's fucking annoying and like Joe knows everything that's fucking going on with everything. He knows all the fucking bullshit that Ethan said and stuff. You know, it's just like I don't know. It gets kind of soulless. It's the same thing as with Lepresti, where you're like, dude, you're better than this. It's the same thing as with Shanth, where it's like, dude, you're better than this. Okay, so I am supposed to have a setting underneath general sources, which isn't even on this. That's sick. It's always good when the documentation for a website doesn't even match the fucking app. I guess that could be just because I don't have it. I'm not even like logged in. But like under general source, it should still be the same as like capture sources. Like it's just a capture. Fuck. Yeah, it was so fucking stupid. Alright, I'm gonna try and log in and see if that does anything. Can you guys still hear me? Now I'm in
Oh, the coach.
or whatever. Now I'm in freaking hell. Now I'm in
Oh, the coach.
or whatever. Now I'm in freaking hell. Okay, you guys can still hear me. Well, at least there's that. Yeah, so trying to log in, now I'm on complete. I can't control anything within Streamlabs desktop. I'm just in an endless spinning wheel of not getting into my shit. So thanks for that, Well Red. We're totally fucking stuck. Can't bring up anything now. Ugh. Yeah, I should have planned for this better. But anyway, so yeah, it's just gonna be another fucking rant. But yeah, at this point, no one has any excuse, dude. Like, that's the thing. Like, all these guys that stream, yeah, well, Red, you nuked it. All these guys that stream with fucking Ethan and Shane and Malin and Mandy, they all, they all know. They know what the deal is. If you talk to them at cons, they know what the deal is. If you talk to any of these people outside of the constraints of the online CG shit, everyone knows all this shit's whack as fuck. It's all so gay. Uh, it has nothing to do with comics or getting comics done or made. It is all everything that has to do is with gathering as much money as possible as quickly as possible. And that's it. There's nothing, there's no other part of it. No ifs, ands, or buts, dude. It's total opportunism, and it's so disappointing when you see people like fall for it. Because like with Joe And I'm not like trying to shit talk Joe. Like he's a good guy. I like Joe a lot. I think he is like a reasonable dude, but he's being like too reasonable to the point where it's like obtuseness. It's like it is like burying your head in the sand because you want to get some sales, and that's like the thing. It's like it comes off as being very like opportunistic and burying your head in the sand. Cause Phil, you've met Phil. He wouldn't do all this shit, but you're totally like it's not like he's gonna be on Kings and they're not gonna make their little quippy remarks or some shit. I know Ethan has tried to retool it to where Kings is more of just a draw stream, which is hilarious because when I told him to do that, when I hopped on with Ethan on Cecil's, he was like, "Oh yeah, whack ass, I'm taking notes." When I told him to just stop focusing on the drama and focus on, making art and making comics, uh, he was like, "Yeah, whack ass, I'm really taking notes from you, you dumbass. I'm a pro." And then now he's doing, Kings has transformed into a draw stream, which is fucking hilarious. But they still make their little quips and shit and try and make the stream quote unquote entertaining by just doing the YouTube shit talk and all that shit. And like, what's Joe gonna do when they're shit talking, you know, people that he knows, people that we're also like, yeah, no one knows who we are and we're trying to get our comic out there and make a name for ourselves and all this shit. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna just say nothing and sit there? You know? So it's kind of whack. It's I mean it's totally whack. It's what all the kings are doing. It's what they all know that all this shit's gay and it's not a reflection of reality. And it has nothing to do with comics, but they just abide it and they abide all the shit talking and the lies and defaming people and fucking all the shit that comes along with being a CG king, king in quotation marks as well. It's like debasing. It's literally like debasing to have to hitch your wagon to all this shit. And then yeah, that's the other thing. Uh, Michael Deitch fucking brings us up that there's not really that much of a sales benefit to it anymore. And I would argue even with Joe that there's even a sales loss to it because the biggest supporters of Joe's shit were all the mid-tier, like little guys, and that's what really made that campaign reach where it was like Lord Crackhead Jeremy, the chat, the Crack Pack people, like it was like all these mid-tier, like the guys that back the mid-tier and the small creators, the up-and-coming creators, those are the people that like supported Joe and got his campaign really popping, honestly. It wasn't the broad CG audience. It's certainly not the CG audience that's around now, like watching all these streams. It's definitely not new CG. And like myself personally, when I see him doing shit like that, I'm inclined to be like, okay, well, I backed his last campaign at the highest tier possible immediately. I literally I timed my break at work to coincide with the launch of his book. And I literally drove out of the homeless shelter, went parked in some random parking lot so that I would be there to like grab it the moment that campaign dropped. And there was a lot of groundswell support for that campaign, and everyone wanted it to be really successful, and it was one of the most successful like mid-tier campaigns. But every single person that did that was like that, um, they all now hate all these people or have been run out by them. They've had fucking bad experience. Is Lord Crackhead Jeremy around? Is the Chad around? Is everything's to the wind essentially, and all these reasonable people that actually wanted to spend money and spend a lot of money on your shit, um, are going to be pissed off about that decision. So I really think he shot himself in the foot doing that because his main backer, like base, is not the people that fuck with like the new CG, blood sports talking shit, degenerate shit, all that stuff. Like it's the exact opposite. So I feel like he's gonna actually lose his base of support and get a sales like detriment to himself by joining the Kings. Because most of the new CG people don't even back. That's why the numbers are down so bad. Because no one wants to fucking deal with this shit. No one cares. You know? So I don't know. I'm not trying to bag on Joe. I, to some extent, understand where his head was at doing that. And, he wants to be a reasonable guy and be like, hey, Ethan hasn't disrespected me. It's like, okay, wait till you say one thing that he doesn't like, or you step a little bit out of line off the narrative, or anything, bro. Just, just wait till that happens, and then see how much Ethan respects you. You think he respects your art? Like he doesn't. He does not, Joe. I'm sorry to tell you that. That Ethan does not respect your art. All right? Like you have had to have heard people who Ethan respects the hell out of their art more than you. Just people that like if you're going to be honest with yourself, they have made better art than you have. And Ethan would not respect them if he had an agenda against them or if they went against his agenda or whatever. Like, so I'm not saying your art's bad. I like your art, but I would just say, yeah, you just basically put your head in a chopping block to try and get some backers. Well, also every single person that would stand up and be like, no, don't chop his head off. You also at the same time like isolated yourself from those people to the point where they're not gonna defend you. Like when Ethan turns on you, and he's going to turn on you. And I hate to say that, but I know that you're a guy who speaks your mind, and eventually one day you're going to speak your mind about the wrong thing. And whereas like a Graham Nolan or an Andy or an Aaron or a Billy or a Mike Barron, all these guys can get away with, saying something once in a while that deviates from the narrative. Um, you're not gonna get that. you know, you should be looking at Vasilis and Bosch and those guys. And if you don't have that attitude where you're just gonna ball lick this dude all day, you probably aren't gonna gain support long term from Ethan. You're gonna lose support while also simultaneously isolating and aggravating your actual main base of people that like you. And that's just my thoughts on it. All power to you, dude. I hope it works out. Honestly, Reaper Destroyer's the shit. I really like the story. I like the art. I'm hoping it does good, but I really don't think it's. Yeah, I think you're just shooting yourself in the foot with that dude. And I would I mean, if everything were perfect, I would literally find a time machine and go back in time and do what Bancroft did, which was say, thanks but no thank you to Ethan. At which point he would have treated you exactly how he treated Bancroft, which that should be telling enough for you that that's a bad move to hitch your wagon to Ethan. But yeah, we're obviously past that point now, so I think your best bet now is just to kind of like quiet roll back from that or just try and I guess that's what you're gonna have to do is just toe the line, you know, or not toe the line, walk the yeah, walk the line between, not pissing off your biggest backers, people like Rick Saylor and shit, while also fraternizing with people that have talked the most shit and been the most disrespectful to those exact people. So good luck with that. um, but like honestly, like I do hope the best for Joe. So like, yeah, good luck with that. But I can't even say it not sarcastically. Let's see what's going on, chat. Um, Yeah, Chris, obviously. Look at Bosch and Vagisil. That's literally what you should look like. They bent over backwards and let this guy fuck them in the ass. And what, for 20K? Was your asshole worth 20K? Probably for them. They're both fucking such nothing burgers. So generic, so retarded, weirdos, whatever. Hey, Tanya. Okay. Yeah. Have a good night, Tanya. Fucking Britain. Uh, yeah, fascist Kirk. That is kind of what it's like. It's like social credit scores. Like people just can't talk honestly. It's like I forget who even said it, but someone on Twitter today was like, "Isn't this like indies? This like independent shit? Like you should say what the fuck is actually on your mind." I don't know. I thought that was the benefit of indies is that you could just, do your own thing, be yourself, stand on your own fucking principles, stand on your own merits. But yeah, no. Well read, the stream's making him gayer. You broke the stream. I could be bringing up pictures and other bullshit, but you broke it, dude. Now I'm on endless login with no way of backing out. Just because I tried to add you. Yeah. I blame the stream being incredibly shitty on well read. It totally wasn't my failure to plan before any of this, or set up my Streamlabs correctly. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, pay pigs don't matter. See, Mr. Biggins. Dude, someone showed me a picture of Mr. Biggins the other day, and I already knew he was like tall and jacked and shit. But like, it's hilarious when you see him and you think about the people that argue with him and say Biggins is like, a piece of shit and stuff, and they'll talk all this shit about him because that dude would just like literally crush their skulls, like if they like ever talk shit to him in real life. Which that's like the disconnect of the internet and all this YouTube persona, social media persona shit is people forget who they actually are or like like pretty much every single thing I've ever said at least on this account um I would say 100% to someone just like straight to their face like and that's probably a little indignation of myself that I have a bad filter but like I'm a little more respectable and like modest I don't know introverted when I'm not online, or a little less brash, but like essentially pretty much the same dude. If you met me in person versus me bullshitting online. And yeah, it's so funny that there's so many weirdos that think so highly of themselves that are just barnacles on CG's ass. And it's sad. It is sad. It's that's like it seems like what they got. You know, lots of middle-aged men that shit didn't really go their way. It seems like, uh, but whatever. That's the internet. Yeah. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, that's the thing, Michael Deesh. Am I the only person that ever says your name right, or is it actually Diatzi? It's just Deesh, right? You're German. Um, fucking, that's the thing. You can't just walk away. Like once you get stuck in the mud with all this shit, you're fucked. You're kind of fucked because there's no just leaving. The moment you leave, just look at Bancroft. What happened? Same opportunity was presented to Bancroft as what was presented to Joe right now. To become a king, clearly an opportunity, clearly a move, a calculated move by Ethan to try and hurt an area where people don't fuck with Ethan. You know, like Joe's show, typically people aren't like at all talking about Ethan or shit talking him. Maybe occasionally Rick Saylor say something, or I'll say something, or someone will say something, or make a little joke or some shit. But it's completely not focused on any of that stuff. But it's obvious that these are the people that don't fuck with like new CG shit and all the stuff that's gone on since essentially like Tampa and even a little before that. Um, and so he's just basically like collecting you. He's offering you like this opportunity to have this bigger audience, it, supposedly bigger audience, of backers. Uh, he's like waving that, in the status of being a king, where you can have some connection to these legendary like artists and guys, and maybe get pointers, get tips, get connections, network, all that shit. That's like essentially the carrot like that he's waving in front of people. But yeah, you just all you need to do was look at what happened with Bancroft, where he recognized it for what it was. When like why wouldn't Bancroft have already been a king from the beginning, you know? The reason why is because he was independently successful aside from Ethan within the comics book space, and like beloved by pretty much everyone. So plus I'm sure his schedule probably wouldn't even like function correctly with being a king and doing the king stream. But yeah, so Ethan never made a option or made a uh, he never reached out to Bancroft to become a king until Bancroft's doing Camel night streams with Phil and Camel, and they're saying, "Hey, whatever the fuck you guys are saying about like our boy, we stand by him. He's a stand-up dude. Fuck off." And that's all that needs to be said about it. And like immediately after, Bancroft gets pulled to be a king and gets added to the king's room. Like he obviously immediately knew what the fuck that was, and what Ethan was doing and why that was happening. And so he rightfully just said, "Hey, thanks, he didn't say anything." Then Ethan had to say something to him, because Ethan's like, "Hey, I added you on here. Normally people are really happy when they get added on here." And he basically just said, "Yeah, thanks, whatever. I'm busy, I can't make the schedule," or whatever the fuck Bancroft said. But you know, essentially Ethan talked bad shit about Bancroft then after that. For until he realized that it was a like losing thing, because there's not that crossover of people that are actually gonna care and like turn against Bancroft or some shit. So he just ends up looking like an asshole. But that's how you should have looked at like you getting added to the Kings roster. Is that this guy's doing it completely just like you're kind of doing it opportunistically, even though it's the shit Ethan's been up to is fucked. I mean, even if it's not like the shit talk about other people, if like you're not standing up for like a friend of yours or whatever the fuck, even if it's not that, just his practices as far as a company and taking people's money, continuing to take people's money, running campaigns endlessly, always getting more money. I mean, it's just a fucking Ponzi scheme, like at this point. Um, Never fulfilling his products unless it's a reprint of old material, which I think at this point he's out of old material that he can actually print. You know, so it's like if you're not offended on the level of just this guy has shit talked a bunch of people, that to be good people, and all the shit talk he's saying about them is false, like categorically false. Uh, Just on his business merit alone, it's like anyone who associates themselves with Ethan, I'm like, okay, so they're gonna try and live off the money, like Graham Nolan said, like Dan Lawless said, like Rob Hunter did, like Jimmy Reyes did. You know, they're gonna live off your fucking money while they give you no guarantee of you getting your fucking product, and that's how it's sold to them by Ethan and by Shane and by Malin and by the people who have been basically abusing crowdfunding, abusing people's goodwill. You know, like the moment there's a new king, that's me never backing your project. If I back someone based on their project and then the next day they were on Ethan's stream, I'd probably unback them or be likely to unback them. Not like out of spite, but just like, oh yeah, this is his mentality with shit. He doesn't care whether people get their products. He's totally fine with all the blood sport shit Ethan does and never fulfilling his products. I'm not gonna back you. And yeah, like I was saying, how Joe's audience is mostly people who don't fuck with that shit. He's gonna lose backers from it. And I know, like myself personally, where I was like leaving my work to fucking make sure I was there to be one of the first backers for his shit. It's like now I'm like, all right, how much do I really care about backing this when you're fucking getting all buddy buddy with a dude that's talked mad shit about me? He's sending his fucking lackeys out here to talk mad shit about me. He's fucking talking mad shit about people I know, lies, telling lies about them, basically slandering them, trying to run them out of comics, doing fucking Mark Wade shit. You know, it's like Mark Wade never stole my money. You know, I don't. Mark Wade doesn't owe me $200 worth of product from three fucking 4 or 5 years ago. You know, he just is a piece of shit that fucked with other people's businesses and was like, he's just a piece of shit. You know, he just sucks. Um, you are a piece of shit that fucks with other people's business and sucks, but you also owe me shit, and you don't care. You don't care about my money. You don't care about my time. You don't give a fuck about that. You'll go out of your way to shit talk fucking people I know, friends of mine, me, with no provocation. People that don't talk to you about you, people that never fucking mention you. You'll go out of your way to fuck with them. And then, yeah, you got people hitching their wagon to that, thinking that's going to be a good look or that's going to get you more backers. It's like, I hope it works out, man. I hope it works out. But for me, that's like, and I'll probably still support Joe big on his next campaign, just because like he's a good dude. I've met him. He's a good guy. I actually, ironically, when I met Joe at Fan Expo, he had never read the old Cyber Frog. So I was like, oh, I got some extra copies. And I gave Joe like some of my copies of the old Harris run of Cyberfrog and just like gave them to him, you know. And he was like, "Oh yeah, like you want me to like send you some money or some shit?" And I was like, "No, no, just have them," you know, because I was like a Cyberfrog fan, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, I got extras. You have them. You're a cool dude." And then look at where we're at now with this motherfucker. I don't know, man. It's all so gay. Comics gay. Well, why are you gay? Why are you gay? But yeah, yeah. Let's see. This isn't even on my phone, Kirk. This is like on my actual laptop. It's not on my desktop. That's the main problem, I think. Well, also just that my account's fucked up, my Streamlabs account. I think it was trying to send me to my other YouTube account that's also named Admiral Wackass. I have like two accounts that are named that. And I think it was sending me to the other one, like the wrong one. And that's why it fucked up. Well, then it also fucked up because I tried logging back in and then so I could add well read, but Yeah, that messed it up. So now I'm in limbo. I can't control anything in Streamlabs. Uh, let's see. Yeah, in chess you sacrifice a lot of pawns. Occasionally the pawn can level up to a queen, but it's rare. Like, yeah, exactly, Michael Deach. It's like the idea that you're gonna make it across the board unscathed and level up is like very, very unlikely. So you kind of just put yourself on in a playing field that the only way to win the game is to not play, you know? And it's incredibly unlikely that you come out of this unscathed and not embroiled in shit. Yeah, I think a big thing for Joe. Yeah, well, Red, you would make a great co-host for this. I should fire up Discord and see if I can just add you through Discord and make the output the Discord output. I wonder if that would work. Let me see if I can do that. Because, yeah, it's kind of retarded when I'm just talking to myself because I just end up rambling and losing my train of thought. Uh, but yeah, and that's the problem, Chris Stanley, is that it's like you know how he treats other people. You've seen it. We've all talked shit about it. Like, dude, at Fan Expo, this is like way maybe like a year before all at least a year before all the shit with Mandy dropped and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, we talked about this shit, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember like wholly, but I remember mentioning Mandy or something. And one sec. What? All right, am I back? Can you hear me? Thing that has to do if it's a really unideal
No one cares.
stream setup. It's like way maybe like a year
Okay, I'm
before
back.
all
Cool.
at least a year. Yeah. So all right, yeah, I guess I'll go over to Discord and try and get well read. I wonder if that'll work. But I'd have to output this to the same thing. How would I output the voice from this call to my microphone or to my headset? I guess maybe this will just work naturally.
Hello?
Well,
Hold
Red,
on.
say some shit.
That's something.
Oh, I can't
There
even
isn't.
hear you. One sec, let me
Can't
change
hear
my
me? I
settings.
can hear you.
Can other people hear well, Red, though? Say something.
Hello, hello? Can you guys hear me?
Wrong.
Hello, hello?
Wrong thing. Say something, well, Red. No, that doesn't work. Say something.
Hello, hello?
Yeah, no, I got too many things going on. It's not even gonna let me fucking hear you on shit. Ugh. All right, fucking, yeah, fuck that. We'll have guests another time. I'll fucking figure this shit out. Oh, shit, you guys can hear him? Fuck. All right, let me redo this call then, and let me see if I can actually get this to work. If you guys can hear him, then yeah, we should fucking add him, because that'll make this more interesting. But I can't like hear well read for some reason, even
Hello?
though we're in the call together. But you guys can hear him, huh?
Hello, hello, hello?
Here, let me do this. Well, Red, say something.
I can't hear you though. That's the only thing.
You can't hear me, or you can hear
Okay,
me.
yeah, I can hear. I can hear you now. Yeah, yeah, I got you.
Okay. All right, chat, can you hear
No,
both of us?
this is the lamest setup to have a guest I think ever. This
I
is
know.
hacked.
It's mad whack.
This is the whack stream by whack
Yes.
ass.
Yeah, this is the WTF stream. All right. Well,
Yeah,
okay, we can all, everyone can hear each other. Oh, yeah. I can't
good.
believe that
Good.
actually worked to some extent.
And yeah, I hope this isn't how you do your job. I'd fire you.
No, this is not how I do my job. I actually know what I'm doing on my job.
This is pretty bad.
Yeah. Though my job is like stupid, you know, like I have like, so I like consult, you know, for another
Hmm,
company, essentially. Like
sounds stupid.
yeah, I'm like contracted to this Swedish company that I do
Consulting and
their,
contracting. Yeah,
I do their like IT shit, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, like you know, basically my company gets paid by them an hourly rate for me to go to their business and do their IT shit because all their IT
In
guys are
Sweden.
in Sweden. Yeah.
Mm.
And no, in Chicago,
You
there's
got hot
Chicago
girls.
office, but yeah.
You got hot girls
Um,
working in Sweden.
no, the only Swedish people that have come over from Sweden and work in the Chicago office are all fucking guys.
Hey,
Every
yeah.
every other person, there's no Swedish chicks. There was one that came by. She was like a security chick. She was there the first week I was there, but she was just like visiting from Sweden, and she was super fucking
Yeah.
hot. Um,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's sweet.
No, at least
Mm.
our
Yeah, the
our
dudes are ugly in Sweden.
oh yeah, they're all just tall. That's all. That's all I know.
Oh yeah, they got micro
Um,
dicks though. But we're okay.
yeah, yes,
No competition.
yeah. Fuck Sweden. Um,
Yeah, they all smell like fish. That's all they eat over there.
yeah, lutefisk. But
Ludafisk.
yeah, no, yeah the only hot chick in that entire company. I guess there's one like MILF chick there who's like a VP of like something, and she's like a total bitch, but she likes me, so whatever works out for me. But she's like, you know,
You,
she's kind of yeah, she's like
you
a
see that?
nice looking older lady. And then there's one office manager who's so fucking, but she's American,
Yeah. You
Latina
see that?
chick.
That CEO that got fired is he took his girlfriend to a Coldplay concert. He got busted having an affair.
Yeah, only the CEO got fired. The HR chick didn't get fired. The personnel chick.
I think she got fired too, but he's suing Coldplay. He's saying it's their fault because he didn't give him permission to put up his, his image of him cheating on his wife.
Dude, just take the L, bro. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
exactly.
so, yeah, like you
Don't
know
make it
what you
worse.
did. Yeah, don't make it worse trying to sue Coldplay. Like,
Yeah.
that's not their fault, dude. That's your fault. You got caught. You got caught, dude. That's total cheater
At
mentality.
at least the chick is kind of like hot. I mean, she's not hot, but she's
Yeah,
okay looking, for
yeah,
her
yeah.
age.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. That's how that one VP chick I was talking about is. Yeah. She's
yeah.
like, "Oh, that's a nice looking older lady."
Right. Yeah. So it's not that embarrassing. He's still okay. He can
Yeah.
recover from this.
Yeah, I would just be like, "Okay, whatever, file a divorce." Like it sucks that you got fired for it. I mean, like I guess
Yeah.
that's one of those you know, workplace you're not supposed to have a romance or something things.
Yeah, you're not
That's
supposed to
probably
be, sticking it to the HR. It's no bueno in the company. No bueno.
Oh man, we used to be a proper country.
Yeah, there was a time. I remember.
Yeah.
I'm doing a stream tonight.
Oh, really?
It's been a while. Yeah, yeah. I've got it all set up.
Yeah, you're gonna stream over Raptor?
I'm burning Raptor down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lord Gunther Judas. He's going down.
What did why are you burning Raptor down? Or are you just
He's a
joking?
gay opper.
He's a
He's
gay
no,
out.
he's a gay opper. Yeah, he is big time, big ass gay opper.
What do you
So
do?
done with his bullshit. He's trying to set me up in the Discord, and then he's pushing narratives about me. He's got like an old beef about me having a wrench on Ethan's stream. He thinks I'm a super spy, in the Discord.
Uh,
So he's trying to tear me down. So I gotta fight back, protect
are
my
you
name.
are you a super spy in the Discord?
Mm. Oh yeah,
This
I'm in all the bathrooms. I'm in
this,
all the restrooms.
this is my first time hearing of this. That's funny.
Yeah, I left Wiggles. I left Wiggles Discord. I left Alasmat's Discord. Because a couple of people, they decided that they needed to bring me down a few pegs for having a wrench on Ethan's channel.
Mm.
They started calling me Katie Did. They said I'm with New CG. That I control the narratives. And yeah, that's how it went. And then they had Finatra and Dark Gift on the stream.
Yeah.
Two of my enemies. They're making friends.
Mm.
It's a coup. They're trying to overthrow me. Whack ass. What do you think of that?
Damn you. Damn you, well
Yeah.
read.
Yeah, yeah. Throw me overboard. Sacrifice me to the sharks. That's what's happening.
Yeah. So they're all
Yeah,
watching
man.
the boat burn and they just push you off the dock.
That's kind of what happened. Yeah, that's kind of what happened. I like F this dude. We're building something new. We're making friends with all the snakes. We don't need this dude around here messing with our plans. With his wrench. Ethan's channel,
I got
telling
no
us that
pro
we're
like
yeah. Well, I would call him out for making friends with Finatra and Dark Gift because those are two snakes. And they've been, bringing up Katie did and all the backroom relationship they've got with her, and then suddenly they're best good friends. They're real tight. So kind
did
of funny how
something
that works
happen on
out.
the stream that I didn't watch where they were being buddy with Finn and them? I when I
Yeah.
saw them on there, it was like antagonistic. They were just shit talking you or some shit.
No, no. I mean that wasn't spontaneous. It's not like all of a sudden Finn and Dark Gift show up. You know what I mean? Like all these things people talk in back rooms and things get planned. So
Mm.
nothing just happens. Everything is always after like a lot of conversation, a lot of lead up. So there's been a lot of build up to that. That's been plans and development. They wanna have a new network. They want to rebuild old war campaign. They want to start promoting creators. And I don't fit into those plans because I used to fight with them back in 2021. They hated that I had a wrench on Ethan's channel, so that's a big problem having me around if they want to
Yeah,
do a new war campaign.
yeah. Man, I'm so oblivious to all this shit because I try and like stay out of it the most I
Mm,
can. Like
mm,
even them when they still had a problem with DG and Finn. I wasn't like going nuclear on Finn or DG. I didn't hate them either. Like I'll
mm.
say my shit about them, the shit I think's dumb or wrong or opportunistic, fence sitting, whatever. Like um DG leaving me with the bag with the lawless
Mm,
shit. I came in there to
mm,
defend
mm.
him, and then he gets on stream and he just rolls over for him, and now the people are all
Yeah,
pissed at
yeah,
me, and I got more enemies, and it's like, dude, I came in there to defend you, and then you can't like just have a little backbone, you know?
yeah, yeah. I
And then,
mean, he did the same. He did the same to me. So I was backing him up. I was
hmm
helping the guy out, and he totally left me hanging out to dry. So uh, yeah, all the snakes found each other. Dark Gift, Finatra, and Lord Gunther Judas. Lord Gunther Judas. They're all together now.
Well, I have no problem with Raptor or fucking anyone
Yeah,
mentioned, but
he's an internet dinosaur.
that's also because I'm
Mhm.
oblivious to all this shit. You know, I'm
He's
just
a
like
dino on the internet.
I'm just chilling. Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
Oh man.
That's how these backroom alliances get formed. That's how all of this works. That's how all of this plays out. People talk in the back room in the secret channels, and then they make plans. They plot, they scheme. That's how everything
Schemers and
works.
scammers.
Whackers. Yeah, whisper networks. Whisper networks. That's how this works.
Yeah. I'm a little deaf,
Yeah,
so I'm missing the Whisper networks, but people assume
yeah,
I'm part of the Whisper networks. That was a fun talking point to argue with people about on Twitter.
yeah. Well, there's guilt by association, and then there's actually being active in the whisper network. So, uh, yeah, that's how it plays out. There's levels in the whisper network. There's hierarchies and ranks.
Oh yeah,
So
well, there's definitely
either you're an
ranks.
alpha gossip, either you're an alpha gossip, or you're just you're not in the scene. You're not
Mhm.
kept in the know. So that's how it works.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm
So that's
happy to
what's up.
remain blissfully unaware of what the fuck's going on. Um,
That's how you do it.
yeah, because like I was saying, like all of this freaking shit is so stupid. You know, it's all just
It
internet
is.
bullshit.
Yeah, it is real stupid. But it's how people operate here. So
Yeah.
that's just how you play the game. It's the way you swim these waters with these sharks.
Well, well,
There's no other way.
that's one thing I was gonna say. Not this isn't to like talk shit about Raptor or anything. But
Oh no, go ahead.
you were talking
Feel free.
you were talking about people like scheming and wanting to rebuild war campaign and build something and promote. I never got that vibe from Raptor personally. I think Raptor's always had a good head on his shoulders about like I don't doubt that he
Oh yeah,
wants to
yeah. He's
rebuild war
brilliant.
campaign and stuff. No,
No,
I
not at
mean
all.
he has a good head on his shoulders as far as
He's a genius.
no, I do think he wants to rebuild war campaign. I just mean like he knows his channel isn't the place to like build stuff or promote campaigns and shit like that. Like I've talked
No,
to him
I
about that
mean,
before, you
yeah,
know, and
no, it's
shit.
honestly
So I think
it's the
that's like
perfect
other
place.
people. I think that's like other people's kind of what they're telling him maybe to
I mean,
do
it
or
could be.
something.
I don't think
I don't think
Raptor's a
he ever
leader.
really
I
wanted to
think he's
do
a
that.
follower. Yeah, he is a follower. He's definitely not a leader. But I do think he thinks his channel, or he's being told his channel is a good platform for it. The big thing his channel does is it creates narratives, and on the internet, creating narratives is power. If you have the ability to create narratives about other people, then you have power to wield over others. That's why
Hmm.
everybody who does a-logging and is able to
Hmm.
ruin reputations by just, gaslighting their audience, they're the ones
Yeah,
that are able to influence other people's careers because that's the real power on the internet. That's true cancellation. That's the real gatekeeping. So, and his channel does that. He's an a-logger. He's a clipper. He's got all the clips. He's got clips of people's messages, clips of people's streams. He's got all the receipts. He can build all the narratives he wants. That gives him power. So, and then he's able to control who has a career and who doesn't. So there you
uh,
go.
I don't know. I think you're maybe overthinking it a little bit.
That's how it works. I mean, look at Ethan's channel. His whole channel is built on that framework. And that was old school war campaign. They were the memers. They were the ones who would decide who was the cool creator, who was not the cool creator. You would meme the ones that weren't loyal. So you'd talk about them on the streams. You do memes about them. You'd swarm their X accounts or their Twitter accounts back then, and yeah, you'd create a narrative. So that's exactly what's happening now. It's the
Yeah,
narrative creators.
here we'll get
Those are the
spicy.
ones you got
Yeah.
to watch out for.
Yeah, well, dude, I totally agree with that. That narratives just get created out of fucking nothing in
Exactly.
this space. And It's so retarded. Oh, this is the wrong one. Fuck.
Hmm.
Wrong
But that's how
image.
that all works. Yeah. Lord
Yeah,
Gunther Judith.
I think you're overthinking it a little bit, man. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, and I haven't
Yeah, yeah,
seen whatever has been going on
yeah,
with
yeah.
you guys and stuff. But I don't know. Raptor's
I've been
always been
around.
cool. Raptor's always been cool to me. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
that's
pull a
cool.
Joe Sontag and say he's always respected me,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just remain blissfully
You know,
ignorant.
I don't know about all you guys with the knives in your back and stuff, but he's been cool with me.
Hey, we don't talk about
You losers.
pizza on this channel.
Yeah, you losers. Got
Yeah,
yourself stabbed in the back. Like idiots. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know that's how it works. That's how it goes down. That's the
yeah.
YouTube game.
Well,
That's the
yeah.
YouTube game.
I don't know. Listen, you're on
Hmm.
the biggest promoter of this channel has been Lord Raptor. So you're in
Hmm.
enemy territory, dude.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah,
I better watch my back.
yeah.
Gonna get a knife shoved right in there. There's
I've been
36
secret.
subscribers. You had to sell your
I,
soul, didn't you?
I've been
For that
secret.
36.
I've been secretly leaking this Discord call to my YouTube.
Yeah. All 9 viewers are
Yeah,
recording.
we've been on
Yeah,
Discord
yeah.
this whole time. You didn't even know
Exactly.
it. Yeah,
No, all this is stuff that I'm gonna say tonight. I've got no worries. I'm good.
yeah. Fuck, dude.
So, all
Man,
public.
my shit is so
You're just getting
fucked.
an exclusive sneak preview of the blood sports to come.
Yeah, yeah. This is interesting. Here, let me close my
Hmm.
Chrome, because otherwise this shit's gonna be so laggy for me. Ugh, this is so fucking annoying. I came with the wrong equipment. I came with the wrong fucking setup. I fucked it all up
You
well,
don't
right?
even have an account.
Yeah, my account was pointing to the wrong admiral, I guess. Like, fuck. Uh,
Dude, you better hold on to that job. They must be real forgiving over there.
yeah, dude, they're Swedish. They're laid back.
Yeah. Like, he screwed up a bunch of times, but he'll get it right the next time. We got
They
faith
just
in
want a
Black Ass.
guy. They just want a guy that's, like on site to walk up so that when someone's computer breaks, they can look at it for 5 seconds and be like, yeah, here it says that your shit's all retarded and you're a fag.
Mm.
And that's all they want.
I mean, you just
Yeah,
tell them to reboot, right? Restart the computer. What you're supposed to do.
dude,
Something breaks.
I fixed someone's phone in Texas the other day by just being like, swab out the charging port with a cotton ball rubbed in rubbing alcohol or cotton fucking Q-tip.
Hmm.
I'm a
You didn't know that was
master.
going to work,
I'm a master
did you?
technician. No, I had no clue
Yeah.
that was gonna work, but otherwise I was gonna have to buy an iPhone and send it to Texas. So I was just like,
Yeah.
hey, so and there had just been the floods. So I was like, this guy's phone probably has got fucking wet as shit. And I was like,
Right.
hey, when your phone gets wet, sometimes there's mineral buildup. So just swab out your fucking charging port with rubbing alcohol, and there you
Hmm.
go. Master. I'm the
There you go.
master of IT help desk.
Yeah. There you go.
Most people just will have bought
You
them an iPhone 15.
you were just killing time. You just wanted the guy to go to do something, leave you alone a little bit.
Yeah. Well, half of my fucking dude, everything I deal with there, it's IT help desk. Everything I deal with there is fucking, and it's tier one. Well, it's
Yeah.
really tier two, but it's technically tier one. Like I do have to actually administrate shit in Intune or whatever it's called now, Azure Intra ID. I actually have to like administrate shit in there, but very little. Like I have very little control of anything, and it's mostly just all handled by a system admin in Sweden.
Mm.
So like it's annoying because half the time I'm like, I know what needs to get fixed on your thing, but I can't do it. You gotta contact the people in Sweden and wait for tomorrow. or
Mm.
it's just dumb shit like that, you know. Some guy was like, my microphone's all fucked up on Teams, and I like looked at it, I'm like, oh yeah, you haven't updated this computer. It was like a MacBook, and I was like, yeah, you haven't updated this in like 3 years. You have to update,
Mm.
otherwise your drivers won't update. So it's a MacBook. Like, I don't
I didn't
know.
think you ever had to update Mac. I thought Mac was always, always fine
They're
because it's
managed.
containerized.
I mean, they're managed within fucking. I mean, you still have to update it so that your drivers update with like new releases and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, like it should technically still auto update at night because it's managed through Microsoft Entra ID, except it like ports it in from Apple Business Manager. So I think they just
Oh, you're
never
talking
set
about
up.
if you run Office on it. That's what you mean.
No, no. So his like microphone wasn't working in Teams because the drivers hadn't updated because he had never done a system update. But it should be pushing system updates to his device through Microsoft Entra ID. It's just because
Yeah.
it's an Apple device, it has to contact Apple Business Manager to like be put into Entra ID for Microsoft. And it was. It's just that since it goes through that and they haven't configured the Apple Business Manager thing at all, it wasn't pushing updates at night. So like his computer hadn't updated in like 3 years. So his microphone was just like literally when you would try and use his microphone in Teams, the entire computer would freeze and like shut down. It was like that fucked
Mm.
up. But yeah, immediately it was like this a driver thing. Like half of the fucking issues there are like just a driver issue, something I configured wrong, turn the device on and off, fucking um, wipe. I can
So
just wipe
basically,
everything saved
you've
in
got the
OneDrive, so I can just wipe their
you've got the
computer and
easiest
yeah, yeah.
you've
I
got
have
the
all the
easiest
easy
job.
problems. Yeah, I have the
Yeah,
easy
that's all
problem,
I'm
but
hearing.
I still don't get paid right. I still don't get paid right. I do too much work.
None of us do.
I
None of us do.
completely cleaned up their entire fucking contract with that business. Fucking before
Yeah.
that, they were like thinking about dropping the contract, my company, because we were giving them some discounted rate. And then like now they want to expand the contract to where I'm working there 40 hours a week and they're gonna like make hella money. And I was like, well, that fucks me up because then now I have an hour and a half commute home instead of like a 30-minute commute home, and I'm still gonna be getting
Mhm.
paid the same. So I like, got all bitchy with my manager and shit about it. But I've only been there like 3 months, but I was like, dude,
It's only 3 months. You're already bitching at your manager.
yeah, well, I fixed their fucking contract for them, and they're making my job harder because I fixed their fucking contract, and then like not paying me any more money. And I'm like, dude,
Mm.
you're making me work harder than any other tech here because I fixed your fucking problem. You know,
Yeah,
I
that's
fixed
how
your
it works.
nightmare
Don't ever do a good
contract.
job.
Yeah, I fixed their imaging process. I made like an automated script so that we can image computers like 30 minutes faster. And we went from being like hundreds of devices behind to being like ahead as far as like we have to image a shit ton of like mini PCs for hospitals and shit like that.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
yeah, basically what you said. Just never do too good of a job if you're not getting paid for it. Because if you do the job while you're getting paid shit, then they'll just continue to expect you to do the job. Well, you get paid like shit, you know? They're like, oh, we can keep paying him like shit, and he's just gonna keep overperforming.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Don't ever work hard. What's wrong with you? But you knew
yeah,
this. I taught
I,
you better than this, whack
I,
ass.
I fucked up. Okay, so what is what Well Red taught me? Never work
Yeah.
hard.
Don't ever work hard.
Damn that Raptor Jesus.
That's
Let's
right.
see what the chat's saying.
Damn all the A-loggers. All the
Yeah.
people forming narratives out there on the internet.
Well, that's what I was saying, dude, is that Raptor like I feel like Raptor is like kind of a clip channel. Like obviously it's not like a clip channel because they are basically just e-fapping and giving commentary. but that's not like conducive to building anything or to actually like promoting people's comics or business or anything like that. So I do think whoever's telling them that they should be doing that and using that channel for it, or like your thoughts about that, that's what you're trying to do, I think that's kind of like off base because I don't think Raptor wants to do that with his channel or anything. Uh, I think Raptor just wants to have a fun show and like hang out and chill with people, which is kind of like what this is like. I'm just fucking around. Um, so yeah, I think you might be overthinking that part of all this a little much. I don't think Raptor's as sinister as you think, or any of this.
Uh,
But maybe I'm just
yeah, I don't know.
naive. You've been around a lot
Yeah,
longer
yeah.
than me, doing the YouTube actual like streaming shit.
I've been around a while. I know the networks. I know the personalities. I know the groups, and I know the agendas. So, I mean, he's an individual and he's doing what he's doing. But then at the same time, he's thinking, what more can I do, and who do I network with, do what I want to do. So, how do I use what I have? What he has is a channel that builds a narrative, and if he wants to have creators to promote, he's got to have a network built up that he could have a little bit more influence. And they're going to tell him, hey, why don't you use this influence, this narrative that you can do to make sure you're gatekeeping who you want in and who you want out. You have to be able to curate a little bit, make sure there's a little bit of loyalty in the creators that you promote. And that's how this game has worked for like 7, 8 years now. I mean, I've been watching it play out the exact same way the entire time. It's always groups, networks, and loyalty.
Do you think you
Whoever
might?
can build the narratives has all the power.
Do you think you might be a little shell shocked though? Because like every single time I've talked to Raptor, he's like, "This is not the place to promote shit," and he's been consistent about that for like a year. You know?
But they want to. He wants to, though. He wants to branch out, and they're building a network. That was the whole point of having Finatra and Dark Gift on. Like, they want to branch out. They are expanding.
Slums 2.0.
It's a Slums 2.0. It's a War Campaign 2021 2.0. That's what it is. It's not Slums. It's going back further than that. The model. So you got to have a few in-house whales. You got to be able to have a few memers. You got to be able to build narrative and entertain.
Are
And
you calling
you
me an
have loyal
in-house
creators.
whale? How dare you?
If you're
I'll have
backing
you.
their stuff,
I'll have you
you're going
know
to
I
be an
spent a
in-house whale.
thousand dollars on Narwhal's Yo-Yo.
Yeah, you're going to be getting an earful in the discords of who to back and who not to, and how good some creators are and how bad some other ones are, and how you should back hard. We really want to see a success. Basically, the pitch that Ethan gives to his audience, you're going to get in the discords. You're going to get in the back rooms. So yeah, in-house whales. That's how that
Yeah.
works.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, War Campaign's definitely trying to rebuild, and Raptor wants to rebuild War Campaign. But most of those dudes I've met in War Campaign are pretty chill, like cool guys.
Mm.
You know. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously
I
you
don't
do
have
have
any
more history with people and shit.
I don't have any problem with those guys. Like, I'm not trying to carry old beefs from 2021, except that they're doing that to me because they still have an issue over my wrench, which they had an issue with it back then, which I think is kind of gay. Like, I'm not trying to carry old beefs, but if I see them trying to replay the old model, I'm going to be like, you guys haven't put the past behind you. And like, a big problem is I don't want to relitigate the past, but nobody's really saying, well, we were wrong and you were right either. If they're thinking, okay, we can have everything we had before and just make it as it was before, then it's just as bad as it was before. And it was bad before. That's the thing. The
Hmm.
way things used to work were bad. That's the reason why they failed. And if they're just trying to go back to that, then nobody's learned anything. And that's kind of not a good thing. That's a problem. And when I saw that I was getting thrown under the bus, like I was getting gay offed in the Discord and then on the streams, and Raptor was making it real clear what he was doing, I was like, this is them going back to 2021. And it's like, why are they doing that? But like, what am I supposed to do? Go in there and beg? Ask them to gaslight me in the discords? No. Like, if I
What
see
did
what's
Raptor
happening,
do to
I'm gonna
you
call
though?
it out. He's been in my ear in the discords, telling me all kinds of stuff that I don't think is exactly true, and then doing other stuff on the streams where they want to form a little bit of a narrative. I don't know if you know my
So you're saying
reputation.
he was like shit testing you?
Well, I don't know if you know my reputation, whack ass, from like back in the day, but I always get pushed out of the groups because I tend to always speak my mind. I end up
Mhm.
fighting with everybody. So that happened with the war campaign fallout. When CG and war campaign were friendly, I was the only mod that was, saying anything bad about them, like calling out what they were doing. And I got swarmed by a lot of people, like CG and war campaign at the time. I was like the only one. And then I went on Oz's show to talk about all this stuff, and like Ethan gets on afterwards and Tug, and they run me down. And I was just standing my ground. I was, sticking to my opinion. But then when Malin and Cecil decided to jump into that fight, suddenly CG was also done with war campaign and how they were acting in 2021. And so that was, that's the only reason why I stayed in CG during that time, and that's what that whole fallout was. And a lot of those guys hated me, including Raptor. Like, the first time Raptor and I used to talk in the Discord, in Wiggles Discord, he had to apologize, and he's like, "Hey, I hope none of those old things matter to you. Like, I hope the past is in the past." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not trying to carry on old beefs. Like, I'm not, but I'm also not trying to relive the past. I don't want 2021 to come back, and I'm feeling like these guys do, and they haven't let 2021 go. So
Uh,
that's my read on things, you know. So yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I know Raptor differently, like I just know him from Finn's chat and then obviously all the streams we've done now and like talking to him in fucking Discord and after shows and stuff like that. And Raptor's always been cool. Like I don't know.
mm,
So
yeah,
I can't I see it very differently personally, but
oh, yeah. You can do that. That's cool.
it's not the first time that I've you know
This is ancient
been
history.
disappointed in people that I like.
This is this is ancient history getting drudged up again. And that's I mean that's where the problem is, honestly. That's the problem with Raptor, and that's the problem with what's happening right now with building out the network and trying to bring in the creators, trying to control narratives. So yeah, I don't think it's good.
I well, I don't know. I don't know about all that. I don't know if Raptor's trying to actually do that, but yeah, no, I do agree that well, I guess this entire point that's separate from what you're saying. I
Mm.
just think it's like if you make Raptors stream anything but just kind of like laughing at the fall of CG, it doesn't really function correctly. Like I think that's actually why Raptors stream has the popularity that it does is because he he's not beholden to like Ethan and stuff like Finn or a DG were. He's kind of been like single-mindedly focused upon just this is the topic of the week. This is the person that fucked up in CG. We're gonna laugh at them, and then like you move to the next thing, and like then you like will revisit that person from time to time again when they do more dumb shit. And
Oh,
I think that's
what you got
like
to do,
it's mad petty and shit, but it also is like that's how the channel functions, and that's like why it's is what it is.
what,
Um,
what you got to do is
and
you got to look at it objectively.
hmm
And like if you step back and you're not thinking about your own feelings towards CG, which I'm not like even telling you those feelings are right or wrong. They're right for the most part. Like you're right. Like a lot of the stuff that's happening over there is bad. But the way that people on YouTube will will create a perception or will give information about some other group is they collect clips. They go over streams, they go over comments that they've made, they go over past histories, and they create a narrative. And
Yeah.
sometimes that narrative is correct, sometimes it's true, and sometimes it isn't. The problem is you have to trust the person who's doing it, and that's usually what YouTube is all about. Is you're looking for a source of information that you trust, and you're like, okay, this dude has always been kind of straight, and he seems to call balls and strikes, and when something foul is happening, he's willing to say it, and he's able to demonstrate it, right?
Mhm.
But the thing is, they all use the same method to do it. And so it's very easy for somebody who has bad intentions. Like there was a long time we would watch CG streams, and Ethan would do the same thing. Malin would do the same thing. They would point out things that were wrong. They were creating narratives, and we would agree with them. We'd go, yeah,
Mhm.
they're calling out the SJWs. We don't like those people, and they're pointing out all the things they do wrong. As long as I have confirmation bias, and I agree with what they're saying, I don't care about the methods they use to say it. But then the minute they have other objectives in mind and they reveal who they truly are, they use the exact same methods to mislead you.
Mhm.
It's the exact same method, and they've already conditioned you to, listen to them and the way that they form an argument, the way that they present information. You're already prepared to hear what they have to say, and it doesn't matter what they're saying. So that's the reason why they have all these people still in their chats, right? They still listen to them, they're still fans, as they've been listening to them for years. They're totally
Mhm.
conditioned to just believe everything they have to say. And at this point, it doesn't matter what they're saying. They're like, I trust that dude. He can form whatever narrative he wants. I have faith in him. It doesn't matter if he uses this method to mislead me. I trust this guy.
Well,
So that's the problem.
Linko says that Raptor inched you, and Mono Macus says that you sound like Liam.
Yeah. No, he Raptor didn't wrench me, Linko. So that's not correct at all.
Is it because you didn't get wrenched?
No, no, it's not because I didn't get wrenched. It's because they're trying to create a narrative that I'm Katie did, and they're saying that because I have wrenches, I go around forming narratives in the chat. You see, there's the projection, and they say that I was doing exactly what Katie did does before. I was timing people out. I was banning people. I was making statements, and because I'm a wrench, everybody has to agree with me. I was controlling the narrative. And that's what they've been saying about me lately. And that's what Raptor has been coming to me and saying in Discord and saying that people don't trust me because I have a wrench on Ethan's. And I go around forming the narrative. So he's been telling me
Yeah.
that people in the Discord are all against me because of that. And then I'm like, okay, it's cool, whatever. And then I play into the
Whatever.
bit with the
Yo,
wrench.
I'm sure they said that same shit about me when
Yeah,
Pan
and
posted
I play into it. I play
whatever
into
that
it.
thing was.
I play into it. It's no big deal. I don't care. But then
Mhm.
he's the one saying it on the streams. He's the one saying that about me to the audience.
But
So
is he
what am I
saying it
supposed to
as a
think about
joke
that?
or is he saying it saying?
No, no, he's saying this is an issue. He's like,
Uh,
he's talking about Katie did, but then he's like, she's just like well read, with the wrench, controlling narratives, dictating who gets to talk, who doesn't. He's making these blunt comparisons between me and her.
damn.
And
Yo,
I
was
mean,
this
I've
on
got the.
the stream like yesterday or
It was
fucking
on the
Monday?
last stream. It
Yeah,
was
I
on the last
missed.
stream, and then he did it.
Yeah.
He did it on the stream before too. And the stream he did it on before, he came to me and apologized, and I was like, yeah, yeah, that's cool. Like I wasn't, I didn't get triggered by it. I figured he's just saying whatever. But then he apologizes to me, and then he goes and repeats the exact same thing, but doubles down. And he doesn't want to wrench me in his channel. Like KSSS gave me a wrench,
All right, so
and
it is
Raptor took
about
it
the
away.
wrench.
I'm just saying that he
That's-
clearly has an issue with me having a wrench. You know,
yeah, yeah.
there's an issue there.
But
So
fuck. What? I was thinking of something. Oh, I'm sure that they also like think the same shit about me because I posted on. There was some like pan post where he was take kicking the shit out of what's his face, um, comic book hut, fucking comic skate drama. He was like, kicking that the old dog, and fucking, I just posted something because it was about Eric July unblocking war campaign or something. And I was just like,
Mhm.
man, it's like sad how all these people have these like parasocial relationship like complexes because like I follow Ethan and Ethan follows me and we'll like a post from each other from time to time and like we don't like each other. Like we clearly like say things about each other that are like fucking mad fuck, and I like I'm not a pal. I'm not a fucking pal of Ethan. I feel like if we met each other in real life, it would probably be like just a fuck you, and like, walk away or whatever. But
But the
yeah,
accusation that I
I
control the
but
narrative,
but I
that's a
think
that's a
I think that
2020 that's a
does fucking
2021
freak
thing.
people out or something like that.
Yeah.
That makes people
They,
think like, oh, this person's disloyal because people have been fucked with so much, and that's what I'm saying. Like people just need to get out of that parasocial headspace and just be like, whatever. Like I pretty much just take people at their words and I watch their actions, and then
after
yeah,
the
like
the
that's
whole
just
the
what I go
whole
by.
narrative the whole narrative that I control, the whole idea that I control narratives with my wrench, that's a 2021 thing. I was having an issue with a mod on Ethan's channel criticizing war campaign. Like I triggered a lot of people because I was doing that back then. And I
Yeah.
didn't think it was a problem anymore, but the minute he brought up that criticism, it's like it's still an issue. It's still in his head. I shouldn't have a wrench on that channel for whatever reason. And I think Ethan keeps my wrench on there to trigger people like this. Because that was the thing back then. Like he had people swarming his DMs. War Campaign used to be some of his biggest super chatters. Like they were super fans
Yeah.
back then. They spent tons of money on him. So yeah, they flooded his DMs. Ethan brought up one of my chats during a stream. He's like, "Do you know how many people are in my DMs telling me I need to unwrench you?" And he's like, "But I'm not going to do that because you're a good mod and you don't misbehave in the chat." I'm like,
Hmm.
"Okay, thank you, for backing me like that." And it's been an issue. And the minute I hear somebody, saying that I'm controlling narratives with my wrench, I'm like, why are you so sensitive to it? Like, why does it trigger you? Why are you afraid of a wrench? And it was because they didn't like back then, they felt that they had control over Ethan's platform. They thought that they could throw money around and they could, dictate Ethan's actions. That's a lot of the model, the Hail Caesar stuff. And they didn't want one of his mods criticizing them. That was, no bueno. They hated that. And so that was an issue back then. That was a big issue. And
Hmm.
I thought it was in the past. Like honestly, I thought it was done with these guys. I thought they'd moved on. They've all like fallen apart. A lot of the whales are gone. The leadership is gone. Like I honestly thought this was like a new day, with all of them. But then Raptor's doing this stuff. And I'm like, what is what is this guy's deal? And Raptor, the backstory with Raptor is a fan. Raptor wasn't elevated. Raptor wasn't one of the memers. He wasn't on the higher echelons of War Campaign. He was just in the Discord. He was just a fan. And I think he has like member berries about how it was. And he likes this new status that he's somebody important now. And he's trying to relive some of that old, all the experience that he didn't really get to back then. That's my feeling anyway. That's like my hypothetical. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I do think you're overthinking it, and you should just like talk to the dude. You know,
No, I don't.
like
I don't need
say
to
your
see a guy
shit or
gay hopping
whatever.
me and then gaslight me. Yeah, I don't. I don't need to be gaslit when I see gay hopping.
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah. I mean, dude, you know it better than me because I just like don't give like I'm very disconnected from like the actual gay op shit that people do.
Right.
Like even the counter gay op, which I guess we should talk about. I think I already mentioned it with Frog Tony and Johnny Scab. It's like so like the way I saw that all go down was basically like Frog Tony tried gay opping Richard Embry, who realized it was a gay op, who then gay opped him through like war campaign. Um, to reveal that it was him and then that he was trying to gay up, and then they tried to double down and have Johnny Scab act like it was his account instead of fucking
Mhm.
uh, Frog Tony's, which is like also incredibly gay. Like that's so like in my mind when I saw all that, I'm just like this whole entire thing is like incredibly gay, and stupid.
Yeah, yeah,
And
it
I
is.
don't care. Like I don't care at all. And I think that's what like most of the stream is going to be about tonight. So it's like, should I even tune into this? Fucking, because it's like yeah, it's like gay inception. Yeah, it's literally gay inception. Um, it's
Well,
like
you
I
just
just
you
can't
always got to be
pair.
careful. You got to be careful with the A loggers, like I said. Like you might agree with them, and they might be saying the right things for a little while, but then there's a point where that can turn and go in a bad direction. And if you're not on your toes and still thinking critically, you'll end up swept up the way Ethan's audience is right now, believing everything he has to say when it's already blatantly clear that there's things that he says that are incorrect. It's blatantly clear. For 2 years, he's a-logging Eric July, and those people eat it up because they've been conditioned for the previous 5, 6 years to just accept everything he says. So you've
Yeah,
got to be careful with the A-loggers. That's
but
all I'm saying.
yeah, yeah. But I just, man, I don't know. I guess it is some part of me. I mean, you have past experience with Raptor. I don't really like, aside from, just when I've known him, which has been like a year or two now. And I just don't see that from him, like, as far as, like, him really, like, trying to fuck with you. I don't know, but I guess I've just missed it or something. But
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see
I,
where they go with it, you know? We'll see how they respond to me.
yeah.
That's always going to be the question.
Listen, I don't think you're wrong at all. I think that is what happens with most people, and I think that making Raptors show anything but what it already is, which is just kind of like a comic skate ghost show, where
Mm.
it's mostly just about being bombastic and like having some fun as we laugh at like watching everything burn. And I think that if you try and make it about building something, that's like the worst thing you could do for Raptors show. It's like it's not about like you build the show by not building the show, if that makes any sense. Like the show needs to remain what it is, where it's just like shit talking and laughing at everything burning down. Whereas
I mean,
like
I didn't tell them to have
they
Sinatra and
can't
Dark
have
Gift on and
people
kiss
on.
up to them. Like
But
that was their
is it
decision.
just okay? So are you just mad because they had fucking Finatra and Dark Gift on? I don't feel like they were especially. I don't feel like they were especially kind to them or something. You know?
They were though. They were. But no, like see everything I say, it's like, well, is this all about this one little thing and this other little thing?
Yeah,
No, I'm laying out a body of evidence here for you, like a pattern of behavior. And there's no one particular thing that's, setting me off or raising a red flag for me. But when you see a culmination of things and you're like, okay, this leads to this, and it's like, fine, I'm going to ignore that. But then it leads to that. All right, fine, I'm going to ignore that. And then eventually you get to a point where it's like, well, I'm seeing a pattern here. I'm seeing a pattern develop, whack ass. It's
yeah,
like I can't help but see patterns. And if I see a pattern, it doesn't mean that every little thing within the pattern is a red flag. The pattern itself is a red flag. It's going leading into a particular direction. It's showing a kind of a particular intent. And the
yeah,
intent that I'm seeing is exactly the case that I'm laying out. There's an
yeah,
attempt to network to rebuild some of the creator, promotion that used to be there to have the old style of War Campaign 2021 streams and network back in place. The problem is pushing the narrative part of it, and who's in and who's out, who's loyal, who isn't. Tribunals and purity testing and gay ops and memes and like the whole. You didn't go through those years like I did. I remember exactly what it was like.
Yeah, I
And if
came
we're
in
talking
late
about going back to
2020.
that,
I was
you
only
can ask you
watching
can ask
Zach videos. I watched Zach
you can
videos
ask
from the
Phil.
beginning, but I wasn't
You can
in the
ask
lives.
Phil since like you can ask Phil since you're cool with him.
Yeah.
What it was like back then, and Fowler too. I don't know. Maybe they think it was fine, and like they were on the war campaign side of that fallout. But everybody who was on Main Street CG, which I was, didn't like what was happening back then, and didn't like the stuff that War Campaign did. I was like a direct recipient of some of those tactics. So like I saw it firsthand what it means to disagree with them and to
All
be
right.
vocal about it. There
Just
were
don't tell me
consequences
that
to it.
War Campaign Phil leaked your nudes. Um, but yeah,
War
yeah, it
Campaign what?
sucks.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, just don't tell me that War Campaign and Phil leaked your nudes.
Oh
Um,
yeah, mine and DJ. Yeah,
fucking yeah, dude. I don't know, man. Like, I get what you mean. It was like blood and shit. Um,
yeah,
but yeah, dude, man, there was something I was thinking about, but I just fucking forgot it. God damn it.
yeah.
Um,
Like,
well,
they're the
anyway,
ones bringing up 2021 beefs. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And issues with my wrench. So when I saw that and I saw that he was building up to it, then I see the other things he's got the snakes on. I'm like, okay, I
Well,
see what you're
dude,
doing here.
I also think that War Campaign just kind of shit tests people all the time. Like all those guys just like shit test people, which I'm not saying it's the right thing or whatever, but I just feel like Wiggle and all them and fucking people like just they'll fucking talk shit to you and then the way you respond to it is how they like react to you, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
So
if they want to put me in a corner, and show me that they're being hypocrites about everything that they were saying before, and yeah, I'm happy to fail that test. Give it to me again. I'll
yeah,
fail it a second time,
yeah.
please.
All right, yeah, yeah. I mean, I know what you're saying. Here, okay. So this my
Yeah.
alt account says that wait, did I already say this? That you're paranoid
Yeah,
and
yeah, that's
laughs
fine.
at
I mean,
you.
people control me in the chat. That's
Yeah.
totally cool. I
And
do the
then
same thing in the chat.
Ventus Kirk is asking if you filed your timesheet with Eric July. Um,
Yeah, I still
I
haven't
I
gotten
got
paid.
mine in. I got mine in just under the wire, dude. I need that Eric July
Mhm.
money. Fucking yeah. I don't know, man. I wouldn't worry about it that much. Fucking uh, what was the last thing you were saying? Sorry. I'm still like there was some point I was gonna make that's eluding me in my mind right now.
The last thing I was saying, oh, we could
Yeah.
check out the chat a little bit. The war campaign meme LRJ is pulling is more of a gimmick than fact. Only thing left from war campaign is Panboy, and he is reformed. Yeah. Well, Red used to do shows just like Raptor with Big Daddy Dean, Vicky, and Matt Fowler calling out Shane Davis and Ethan Van Sciver. The best unzipped shows ever. You know, a big difference between the shows that I would do and the shows that Raptor does? Like, I went into the drama back then too, especially drama nobody wanted to touch. Like when the whole uh, Gabe and David Williams thing fell out. Like
Yeah.
nobody would talk about that on the
I
little
talked
shows
about
or
it.
on the big
I
shows. Like
said everyone
nobody,
was dude, I said everyone was being too hard on Gabe on fucking 80s Made. And I told them
yeah,
I still
but
thought the book was
nobody,
gonna be good. And like Plagle swore up and down that it was gonna be shit because David Williams wasn't gonna be drawing it and that it was gonna be all fucked up. And then he was the first person to come back to me and be like, "Nah, man, you were right. Like that book was good. Like he actually did a really good job with it." Um, I don't think either of them were right about the way that they went about actually getting that book done. Like, I think that Gabe was overly sensitive about his kids and just needed to have another art. Like, I don't know how they went into making the book, and David had that idea that all the sidekicks would die, and Gabe like didn't like. I don't know how they didn't have that ironed out beforehand. First of all, that was crazy to me, but once they got into the shit with each other, I feel like both of them had very valid complaints about the other one, and it just wasn't a good working relationship. But Gabe actually did create a like great book. Like Truth, Justice, and the American Way is actually a solid fucking book. Even though mine, he unfollowed me because I fucking bitched about mine being open inside of the Gemini mailer. He didn't tape the bag shut, and then it wasn't inside of a waterproof bag, and it got delivered to me in a fucking thunderstorm. So fucking my book was completely like wet. I had to like hang a wire across my garage and like dry it out. Fucking but the book itself was actually very fucking good. Um but yeah, like so I had like a dissenting opinion when I was talking about that shit. No one really like got on me about it. What happened with you that people didn't like about your commentary about David Williams and Gabe?
I don't know if you had this experience. I had a stream talking about it and talking about how David Williams was getting screwed out of that property by Gabe, and
Hmm.
it blew up. You know, it got like a over 1,000 views. A lot of people saw it. Creators were reaching out to me over it, thanking me for voicing that. And that was back when a lot of the big channels used to check out my stream, because my stream used to kind of be the fan level kind of gossip news, outlet or CG. It's if there were things that the audience was going to talk about, I'd always have the link in the chat. People would come on, they'd bring on
On the
whatever.
Unzip shows?
This was before Unzipped. It was definitely
Oh,
before
this was
Unzipped.
just
Yeah.
like, yeah, your old channel. Or not your old channel, but I just mean like this is what you were doing with the review stuff before you got like mostly focused on doing just the reviews and then doing like Unzipped
The way I used to
from
do it
time to
is I
time.
would do a review. I would do a review and then I would drop the link immediately after and I'd do a hangout stream. So like they
Okay.
were kind of the same thing. That's why like a lot of those early review streams they're like 4 hours long, and it's not because we talked about the book for 4 hours. It's because we do a hangout stream.
Dude,
But
I actually think that's a
yeah,
cool format. I think you should do that again, honestly, because I mean, I guess in my mind, I'm thinking that it would be cool because like most of the people when they first like hop in will start talking about like the book and what they thought of it. But now that I'm thinking about it, you probably can't even do that anymore because most of the people don't even buy the books. So,
yeah. I
but
mean, I
yeah,
haven't
I,
decided
I
yet
think that would be cool.
how to
Like,
do it
you
now.
know, having the actual panel, have the creator on, he can dip out if they want, and opening up to the chat afterwards where people that had questions or things that they wanted to talk about could actually hop in, and maybe the creator, if, you know, some of the creators will probably stay for a little bit of the bullshitting. But it's also like going back at the panel as far as like if you're talking shit in the chat, hop on the panel, then at the end of the show, once the creator's gone and we've done our professional part, and then we have our unprofessional like after show live. I think that's actually a really cool format. I just don't, yeah, I don't know if that would work in CG as it is now because
Yeah,
so few people actually buy all the shit, you know?
yeah.
So yeah, it would mostly just be shit talking and drama, I feel like, in the second half. But
But so the point I was making before about the
yeah,
difference with me
David
and Raptor's
Williams.
show
Yeah.
is I would touch on the drama if there was
Hmm.
something to talk about, something important or significant. And then if there was something funny, I would EFAP it for a laugh. It was always about either informing the audience or entertaining the audience. It wasn't endless confirmation bias, like 2 years of nightly trash cast, a-logging every single sale Eric July makes.
Yeah.
And what switched, I'll tell you, is Testify used to bring around Liam streams to everybody. He was shopping them around, and he was like, "Who wants to start a-logging these?" And
Mm-hmm.
he brought them to me, and I watched like a couple of them on the stream. You know, a few of them are funny. There was one, he was building a shed in the back, and he had all this neck fat, and it
Mm-hmm.
looked like a little bit of a table, you know, on the back of his head. So we laughed about it. And then he was doing Mecha McCheese or Mecha McRandom streams where they were doing house flipping and putting up drywall, and those were funny too. But then he wanted it nightly, and he wanted every stream to be this A-logging, you know, format. He was the one that started this A-logging obsessive OCD compulsive format, and it was JDA that picked it up. Wiggle picked it up for a little bit. He got bored with it. There was another guy who died, Alassi Affairs. He would sit there and watch
Damn,
all of
yeah,
Liam's
Lassie.
streams, like
Yeah.
hours of his streams, doing nothing but commenting on them. And this ridiculous, insane amount of obsessing over every single detail that somebody else does was a testify thing that only a few people adopted. And then suddenly it became like mainstream. Like Ethan picked it up, and now people do it to him, and it's just become this continuous thing, you know?
Dude,
Now, everybody's channel is based on obsessing and building a narrative about everybody else's channel.
but you do
And
have to
none of that
admit,
stuff is good.
but you do have to admit that it's very funny that Testify HD to this day has had that impact,
It's
right?
funny.
I mean, isn't
And
it
in like a
in a very
historical
sick way?
retrospective,
Like in a
but not
very
like
sick
but
way.
not like I lived through it. It's funny, you know. It's not
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like how
that
people
part.
laugh at,
Well,
you
yeah,
know.
that part isn't funny. I just mean like, isn't it funny that Testify to this day has shaped this fucking shit so
You mean
much?
you mean ironic. You mean
Maybe
ironic.
ironic. Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
say what would you call it? I don't even know.
Pathetic.
It's
It's pathetic.
pathetic. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
no, there's
Because
some
I
weird.
always I told him no. Like, you know, my brain couldn't handle it to sit there and obsessively watch another YouTuber and try to find commentary on every little thing that they did. Like, it's one thing if Liam does something funny, it's another thing to just obsess over the guy. And
Mhm.
so like when he has these breakdowns, I'm like, dude, I get it, because like I remember watching all those streams, or not watching them, but like seeing the people who were doing that content back then, and like it was insane. It was literally insane.
Yeah, wait
And
one
now
second.
it's become the norm.
Okay. I just gotta say, Georgina Floyd in the chat, thank you for being here, Georgina, with your fine ass. Um, yeah, let's see, what else do we have? Oh yeah, what Matthew Fowler cried for Liam? Dude, he's the number one Liamologist. Um, name this stream. Well Red is here to complain. Yeah. Well Red's grievances. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, no, dude. I mean, I think you're right in a lot of ways.
I don't
It
care,
is a
honestly. Like
repeating pattern.
it's been going on. It's been going on for like 3, 4 years now. I'm not like here to like all of a sudden tell you that this is crazy after 4 years of this kind of content. I'm
Hmm.
just saying that when that content exists, you know, people aren't exactly crazy about JDA either. And a lot of it is because this
Dude,
was
I
his
fucking
format.
hate
This is the
JDA,
kind of
bro. Yo,
this is
since the
what he used to
moment I
do.
touched, yo, I've never said this publicly. Well, yeah, actually, I don't know. I don't even know if I've said this publicly. Fucking, from the moment I met that guy, hated fucking JDA. Like, he is such a smug prick. Like, fuck that dude. I mean, and I'm not trying to have beef with JDA. He can do his thing, whatever. I don't care. I'd never go on his part of the internet. And it looks like he has a significant amount of people to the point where he can make, like, the books he wants to make and keep it going, and all power to him. Just when I met the guy, fucking total douchebag. Like, so, I just,
You
like,
made
I
him
don't know.
you made him in
I
person.
no, no. I met him fucking on Fins, and I was just immediately like, dude, this dude's so self-important. I just fuck this dude, like, and I just have never fucked with him. And I mean, I have nothing against him, like as far as like he's never done anything to me or said any shit about me. Um, but like, yeah, I don't know. Something about him rubbed me the wrong way immediately. And yeah, like all power to him. I hope he's fucking, making the comics he wants and doing good with it, which it seems like he is. But yeah,
My
I wouldn't be
personal
hitching my
opinion is that
wagon to JDA to try and like get it easy.
honestly, my personal opinion is that you can't really ever know anybody, just by meeting them at YouTube. You have to meet them
Yeah,
in person to know them.
dude. Even
So
meeting people in person, I don't think like lets you know someone really.
it's better than YouTube, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, well yeah, it's definitely better than YouTube because you can actually tell
Yeah,
body language and like what someone's actually like versus
yeah.
on well on YouTube, yeah, you can say whatever and do whatever, but and there's just more less of a social contract. Or, I mean,
Mhm.
it's not even really a social contract. I forget. I'm trying to. Once again, the word eludes me. A general decorum like of being in society in public, and actually interacting with other people versus when you're just talking heads online. But
Yeah, yeah,
fucking yeah, no, I mean like even when I've met people, like I don't think that that's who that person is from the first encounter. Like everyone always says the first encounter of people is like the most important thing. I don't even necessarily think that's true. Like, I think for people that are like midwits, like that's the thing, you know? Um, which I'd say I'm like also a midwit, like I'm like the upper level of midwit, but fucking just like uh yeah, when you meet someone, it doesn't mean in person, it doesn't mean that you know who the fuck they are. Like, people can still be super deceptive in person versus like what their
yeah,
actual,
yeah.
personality
But
is. But it is
you at
better than
least
YouTube.
know their like honest responses, to things,
Yeah,
and you know how they're going to react. You know if they have manners. You know if they've been raised properly, or if they're aggressive, if they're psychotic. If they're going to get you locked up that night, or if you're able to have a normal conversation with them. But on YouTube, you don't know that. Like people intentionally act psychotic, frankly,
yeah.
because it's more entertaining. So yeah, it's not the same at all. But
But
I'm not
like,
saying it's a perfect filter, but it's better. It's a lot better.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, but even on like, dude, here's the thing: the average CG fan, even on like YouTube, they don't understand like people's body reactions and like language. I feel like they're all autistic or something. Like once again, I'm also slightly like I'm not autistic, but I'm like slightly fucking whatever you would call it in polite society, neuroatypical. Like I don't feel the need to like small talk with people or shit like that, and I'm just kind of like totally fine in my own headspace. Fucking I feel like most people in CG just don't understand like general body cues and like shit like that. Like even Elasmat, he in his video was like, "Oh yeah, someone brought up to me Duper's Delight," which that was me, and I was like, "Dude, I wish he had actually gotten that right because I was talking about the solar eclipse stream with Mandy. I wasn't talking about EVS, even though EVS does this all the time too." But yeah, just the duper's delight where, they're saying something, but their body language and like smiling and just like the way they are gives away what their actual feelings about the thing are.
Hmm.
And I feel like so many people who are make up the core of like the CG audience don't understand any of that shit. They don't, it doesn't even register in their brain. you know? Like, whereas maybe it's just because I worked at like the homeless shelter, so I like have to do that with people. Like I have to assess what's actually going on with them based on their body language and what they're saying and like just all these different variables like I have to put together in my mind to make like snap decisions about shit. Otherwise, someone's gonna be
Right.
like ODing or someone's gonna fucking, stab someone or some bullshit, you know? So like I just think a lot of people in CG like don't even have that ability, so I don't know if it would actually help if they met people in person, because I don't know if they'd be able to register what people's actual intentions are or like what their actual meaning of the subtext of like what they're saying. I don't know.
Right. Right.
I know what you're saying though. It's still way fucking better to actually meet someone versus
Yeah.
the bullshit of internet talking head crap, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So
But yeah, I
yeah.
just
So
think
that's.
go ahead, go ahead.
I mean, that's just that's just the deal. I got to bounce off though for in a minute because my wife she wants to come in. They're doing some stuff in the room, but
Cool.
yeah,
All right, man. Yeah,
thought I'd give
thanks
you
for
that.
showing up. Oh, you're gonna stay for a minute?
Yeah, no, I got to jump off. But yeah, no,
Oh,
it was
okay.
good chatting. All
Yeah, good chatting to you, man. I'll talk to you later.
right, later.
All right, guys. Now that Will Red's gone, let's talk about how paranoid he is. Holy shit. All right, I can exit out of Discord. All right, now I'm back. Um, yeah, no, I don't know. I think definitely people are shiesty as fuck just around this entire space, which is crazy because it's like the least stakes ever of fucking, comic book shit. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I guess you know, I don't really trust like anyone around this space except for Linkovich. He is now my managing moderator. But everyone else I don't trust, you know? Just because, like, I don't know. I can't give a fuck about any of this shit there. It's so fucking stupid. Um, I don't think Well Red's, like, totally incorrect with his assessment. I just don't, like, I don't know. I don't see it that way. And then also, it just, like, doesn't really matter that much. I don't know. I guess it matters for him because, like, he has to actually deal with this bullshit. But, yeah, I don't know. I like Raptor. I don't see him really being like super vindictive or any shit. I think he's just trying to have a fun show. Man, this has been going on for a minute. Fuck. I was just like drinking listening to Will Red. That's why I was like, hell yeah, I gotta get Will Red on here so he can carry the weight of the show. Because I like totally forgot what I was even gonna talk about. Um, and whatever I was gonna talk about is stupid. It doesn't even fucking matter, dude. That's the fucking point of this stream, dude. It doesn't even fucking matter. None of this matters. It's all fucking retarded, dumb bullshit online. uh, but yeah, man, it's crazy how people will form, like Wellred was saying, it's crazy how people form narratives around what's going on and misrepresent people and just like he said, if you have a dissenting opinion on anything, people get into this groupthink stuff, and it's just way more amplified online versus like if people were actually talking to each other in person. But yeah, I don't know. You just gotta have mirth and not like take anything to heart that doesn't actually matter and really try and keep like a good. I'm not saying don't keep your head on a swivel. Like that's what I think Will Red's doing right now. He's just trying to keep his head on a swivel and look out for the next fucking era or whatever. Um, but you also have to like not, yeah, just really not take it to heart. Like, have your like decompression. Like I feel like that's what Red's going and doing right now. He's just gonna go chill with his wife. Like that's it. You just go and decompress with the actual people that matter in your life versus getting super hung up on internet bullshit. Yeah. Ugh. I have smoked a million Marlboro Reds today, though. Jesus fucking Christ. Ugh. What was this show originally about? I don't even know. Oh yeah, the fucking Frog Tony shit. What was the other thing that was going on? I'm just like the way I know what's going on with the show is I just scroll through my bookmarks on Twitter. We're high quality here. Most of them are just like Israel and Bill Gates suck. Oh yeah, Brock. Did anyone see this? Fuck. Let me save this, and I guess I can throw it up. There's some linebacker for like the 49ers or something. Yeah, he is for the 49ers. There's a linebacker that married fucking Brock Lesnar's daughter. Look at this shit. Here, let me see if I can do this quickly. My Whenever I try and access my phone, it loads super slow, and my computer has to like wait for the entire thing to load. I mean, I'm trying to run all of this off of like an old school fucking T40 ThinkPad, so it's not the best setup. My other computer would like load this in a minute versus this, it's like using all of its processing power to run this stream smoothly and have like the chat open on one window. Um, yeah, yeah, this is all supposed to be about indie comics. Think about the shit that we're like talking about, and this is all just supposed to be about comic books. It's very fucking funny. But yeah. Oh man. I just don't think that people are as trying to fuck with each other as like bad as people think. I don't know, man. It's hard to say because people do try and fuck with each other really bad. I guess it just really doesn't matter in the end. I don't know. Oh yeah, I was supposed to bring up this fucking picture. Dude, fucking this laptop is so slow. This will be my Dale stream. I'm gonna be like, guys, I gotta go kick over my piss dryer. Nah, really, I gotta go fucking grab my fucking bud. I wanna smoke a bong. Got the hankering for it. Even though I have like this fucking dab pen, I just am like, yeah, I wanna smoke some weed actually. It's been a minute. I think I'm gonna go do that. I just gotta keep this quiet for a minute. Ugh, I'm back. Sorry, this stream has been mostly just me like getting obliterated. Ugh, that's why I had well red take over. Hooey. But yeah, fucking I don't know, man. As long as you don't take this shit too seriously, I feel like nothing really bad ever happens. Fuck. These icons suck. I can't even see what all these pictures are. And this computer is so goddamn slow. I promise this picture will be worth it. Anyway, you can probably just fucking look this up on Twitter quicker than this fucking computer can load shit. Just look up linebacker for the 49ers and Brock Lesnar's daughter. Do you know Brock Lesnar's daughter? That fucking chick that is like a shot putter, and she literally just looks like female Brock Lesnar. It's so fucking funny. She's like jacked as fuck, and she has like the same like Neanderthal brow. And like some linebacker from the 49ers just like married her. And someone was just like, "This how you make Space Marines?" I was just dying about that. I was like, hell yeah, dude, that's literally our best hope is a fucking mongoloid gigantic fucking Space Marine from Brock Lesnar's daughter. Uh, one sec, I gotta get some water. I'll be right back in like literally 2 seconds. But yeah, uh, the stream's been a disaster, man. First, we had all the technical difficulties. Then we have Well Red coming on here with his fucking hating everyone. Fucking, yeah. Thank you, Well Red, actually, for coming on. I don't know how I would have fucking carried this because I don't even know what the fuck I'm supposed to be talking about. Oh, yeah. I saw a Dennis the Menace comic recently, and it was literally like him mad, like the mom's mad because the kid broke some shit, like classic Dance the Menace. And then the dad's just like, "Oh, don't worry, I signed him up for the draft like 15 years early." And it's like the actual kid that was Dennis the Menace's like artist's like kid went to Vietnam and had some crazy PTSD and shit, and like a super estranged relationship from his father. I'm like, man, that's rough. Oh, here's that. Okay, so yeah, the person that posted the Ethan clip of him kind of like being like, Joe better not step out of line because he's got a fucking hashtag blame Phil Diaz tweet was Geeky Borders. Yeah, he posted that. It's like, yeah, man, how can you go into something where the guy's like already like preemptively fucking putting some fucking barbs out there? I don't know. Sorry, I'm filling a bong. I gotta focus on this pour. Ah, but yeah, man, people just take all this shit way too seriously. Um, and then also there's people that have just been like super fucked over, you know? Like I can't even say some people have taken it way too seriously. And I can't like shit on well read for being cautious because people are just like mad fugazi in this space. Ugh. Like when yesterday when yeah, fucking Fowler and eBay and Phil and I met up and we just like had burgers and some beers and shit. It's like what'd someone say? Dude, I've been blanking this whole stream. I'm like brain dead. I'm fucking like brain dead from work and just like being high and shit. I need to sleep more. I need more sleep. My brain function is shit. But we were basically just talking about god damn. I totally blanked on whatever the fuck I was thinking about, man. That's bad. Okay, yeah. So Sontag joined Ethan. Ethan's already thrown barbs out at Sontag. Fucking, I don't even think it was really related to that. Fuck, man. Yeah, I don't know. There was some point I was gonna make, but I was fucking retired of all this shit. There was something that someone said that really like resonated that I can't fucking remember right now. Huh. Maybe I should try and figure out how to play videos on this. Then I can be an A-logger. And I can EFAP the videos. I think if I played a video on this, actually my laptop might explode. Here, I can bring back other shit. That's one good thing about OBS. You can just drag and drop all this fucking crap. There we go, the Prodigal Stunner. But yeah, I gotta get this setup ironed. I gotta actually have a point when I fucking come on and not just ramble like a fucking retard on these fucking shits. uh, but yeah, I think the thing tonight is that they're gonna talk about Frog Tony and all the gay op and reverse gay op shit, which is mad fucking gay. It's mad gay and stupid. Um, yeah, man. Like I don't even know what the debate's about. I feel like I could only talk about that for like 5 fucking seconds, where I'm just literally like, oh yeah, man, those. Yeah, it's a bunch of mentally ill people online. I guess that's like if you extend that though, that's like most of CG and like all these motherfuckers, you know. It's just like a bunch of people that like need this or something. Uh, I shouldn't say that. That's mean. Plus, I have spent a bunch of money here, so I can't say I'm not like or that I'm underinvested or whatever. But yeah, there was something I was thinking of that I just can't pull out of my mind, unfortunately. So yeah, I might end this in a second. Because whatever I was thinking of, I cannot pull it up. I'm just scrolling through my Twitter now. Go and like my tweet about Vasilis's book being $30. Fucking retard. uh, though I will say that was, I don't know. Actually, never mind. I won't say that. Yeah. Go and watch Bancroft. I sure as hell can't add a video, add a guest properly, make this stream run smoothly, log into the right account. Um, so I'm definitely not gonna be able to raid Bancroft. But go go over and watch Michael Bancroft. I'm gonna hop off of here. Oh, actually, yeah, Angry Stunner makes a good point. Go and watch Woodrow. So yeah, look, let me grab his stream really quick, and I'll post it in the chat. Yeah, so Woodrow, I forget what he's talking about. He's doing a pre-Raptor stream. I think he might just be watching Fish Tank, but yeah, go watch Woodrow. Let me see if I can find this really quick. I shouldn't have closed Discord. That probably would have been the quickest way this fucking thing could actually be seen. Oh shit. I ain't logged into here. Now I can see everyone was commenting on this shit actually. Yeah, see here, I have a nice comment from Raptor. And Well Red was saying he was such a son of a bitch. But isn't that how it always is around CG? Like the beefs are so intertwined and like far reaching, and there's tons of people that fuck with each other but then they hate each other at the same time. I don't know, it's so crazy. Anyway, I failed. Fucking this computer is lagging like a motherfucker because of the streaming. So go to Woodrow's channel on your own.